My precious one, before this day slips away from you, I need you to stay with me a little longer, because there is something about your pain, your waiting, and your silent tears that you still do not fully understand. And by the end of this message, you will begin to see why I held on to you even when you felt yourself slowly falling apart. This morning, while the world around you hurried forward, I saw the quiet heaviness resting inside your heart again. I saw how tired you felt before anyone even spoke to you. I know there are mornings now when your body rises from the bed, but your spirit still feels exhausted from years of carrying burdens nobody else could see. You have spent so much of your life being strong for others. You comforted people while secretly needing comfort yourself. You encouraged others while quietly wondering why your own prayers seemed delayed for so long. And still, even through all those years, you continued reaching for me with trembling faith. My beloved child, I saw every moment of that struggle, and I never once turned away from you. Welcome to Lord's Quiet Whisper. If this message feels like I brought you here personally this morning, subscribe to this channel and leave a comment saying, "You stayed beside me." Let these whispers become a peaceful place where your tired heart can rest, while I gently speak life back into your soul today. My dear child, there were seasons when loneliness became so familiar that you stopped talking about it. You smiled in front of others, but inside, you carried an ache that words could barely explain. Some of the people you thought would remain beside you forever slowly disappeared from your life. Some were taken by time, some were taken by distance, some simply changed. And there were moments when the silence around you became so deep that you wondered whether anyone truly understood the weight you carried anymore. But I understood. I always understood. When Psalm 147 says that I heal the brokenhearted and bind up their wounds, I was speaking directly into nights like yours. Nights when your heart felt cracked beneath years of sorrow and disappointment. My weary child, I remember the prayers you stopped praying out loud because too much time had passed. I remember the hopes you quietly buried because disappointment became too painful to revisit. There were dreams you carried for decades, believing one day they would finally bloom. But instead you watched seasons pass while those hopes remained untouched. And slowly, your heart began whispering, "Maybe I asked for too much." But listen closely now. You never asked too much of me. Never. Even when Lazarus lay in the grave and everyone believed hope had ended, I was still working beyond what human eyes could understand. And just as I called life into places others called finished, I am still able to breathe life into the parts of your story that now seem beyond repair. My faithful one, I know the fear that sometimes reaches you during quiet mornings. Fear about what lies ahead. Fear about your health growing weaker. Fear about becoming dependent on others. Fear about how many years still remain before you finally come home to me. These thoughts visit you more often than you admit to anyone. But when Isaiah wrote that, "Even to your old age, I am the one who will sustain you," I meant every word personally. I did not carry you this far only to leave you now. I will sustain you through every uncertain moment still ahead of you, through every doctor's appointment, through every sleepless night, through every season where your body feels fragile and your heart feels afraid. I will remain beside you through all of it. My treasured one, there are also regrets you still carry quietly inside. Memories that revisit you when the house becomes silent. Decisions you wish had unfolded differently. Moments you replay wondering whether you failed someone you loved. But I need you to hear this clearly today. Your mistakes never erased your value in my eyes. When Peter believed his failures had disqualified him after denying me, I still called him back with tenderness, not condemnation. And I speak to you with that same tenderness now. You are not discarded because you are imperfect. You are deeply loved because you are mine. My beloved child, there were countless mornings when you thought you had reached the limit of your strength, yet somehow you kept moving forward one more day. That was not weakness, that was my hand, quietly holding you together when your own strength could no longer carry the weight alone. Even now, while you listen to my voice, I am restoring hidden parts of your spirit that have been exhausted for years. I am bringing peace into rooms inside your heart that have known only weariness for far too long. And soon, my precious one, I am going to reveal why some of the deepest heartbreaks of your life were also the moments when I was closest to you, even though you could not feel my presence then. There is something I need your heart to understand before this story continues. Keep listening. I am not finished speaking, my beloved child. Before this whisper grows quiet for today, there is one more truth I need to place gently into your heart, because you have spent too many years believing your suffering meant I had stepped away from you, when in reality I was carrying you through moments that would have destroyed you if you had walked through them alone. I know there were mornings when you looked at your own life and wondered why it became so different from what you once imagined. You remember the younger version of yourself who believed certain prayers would surely be answered quickly, certain people would surely remain forever, certain dreams would surely come to life before the years passed by. But time unfolded differently than you expected, and somewhere along the way your heart became quieter, more careful, more tired. My precious one, I saw every moment of that change inside you. I saw how disappointment slowly taught you to stop expecting too much, because hoping began to hurt more than silence itself. Yet even then, I never stopped watching over you with tenderness, deeper than you could understand. There were seasons when you felt forgotten by the world around you. People became busy with their own lives while you silently carried grief nobody fully saw. Some mornings, the silence inside your home felt heavier than words could explain. You missed conversations that once filled the rooms around you. You missed laughter that no longer echoes through the halls. You missed the feeling of being deeply needed by someone you loved. And though others told you to stay strong, I knew how exhausted you truly felt beneath those quiet smiles. My dear child, when David wrote in the Psalms that I collect every tear, he understood something your heart needs to remember today. Tears are never wasted in my presence, not the tears you cried after funerals, not the tears you cried beside hospital beds. Not the tears you cried while staring out the window asking why life became so painfully heavy. I held every one of them close to my heart, my weary child. I also know the fear you rarely speak aloud. Sometimes it arrives early in the morning before the day fully begins. Sometimes it visits late when the world becomes quiet again. You wonder what lies ahead for you now. You wonder how many more difficult seasons your heart can endure. You wonder whether your strength will continue fading little by little with time. But listen carefully to me now. Your future is not held together by your strength alone. It never was. When Paul wrote that, "My grace is sufficient for you and my strength becomes perfect in weakness," I was revealing something eternal. Your weakness does not make me step farther away from you. Your weakness becomes the very place where my presence rests closest beside you. My faithful one, there were many times you believed I had become silent because I no longer cared. But silence is not rejection. Some of the deepest work I have ever done inside your life happened during the seasons when you heard me the least. Seeds grow beneath the soil long before flowers appear above the ground. And in the same way, I was growing endurance, compassion, wisdom, and eternal strength inside you while you thought nothing was changing at all. Even now, you still cannot fully see how many people were comforted because of the tenderness your suffering created inside your heart. The pain did not destroy your ability to love. Somehow, through my hands, it deepened it. My treasured one, I know there are moments when regret still whispers to you. You think about opportunities you lost, years you believe were wasted, words you wish had been spoken differently. But I never measured your worth by your worst moments. Remember the promise I spoke in Romans, that all things can work together for good for those who love me. I did not say all things would feel good. I said I could redeem even the broken pieces, and I am still redeeming yours. Even now, especially now, there is a reason your heart still longs to hear my voice after everything you have survived. It is because my spirit has never stopped drawing you closer. The world may have changed around you. Your body may have grown tired. People may have come and gone. But my love for you has remained constant through every season of your life. Just as I spoke in Isaiah that I would carry you even into old age, I am still carrying you today. I carried you through every sleepless night, through every frightening diagnosis, through every lonely meal, through every silent drive home, through every morning you forced yourself to keep going, while secretly wondering how much strength remained inside you. I carried you through all of it, my beloved child. And now as this message comes softly to its end, I need you to remember something the next time fear tells you that you are forgotten. You are not walking through these years alone. I am still beside you in the quiet mornings. I am still near during the aching afternoons. I am still holding you through the long, silent hours when memories feel overwhelming. You may not understand every reason behind the seasons you endured, but one day I will show you how closely my hands protected your life, even during the moments that felt unbearably dark. Very soon, my precious one, I am going to reveal why the hardest chapters of your life were also preparing your heart for a peace deeper than anything you have known before. There is still more I need to tell you. There is still healing I am unfolding within you. There is still hope rising quietly ahead of you, even if you cannot yet see it clearly. Keep listening, my dear child. I am not finished speaking.